Hello, beautiful people. How are you guys doing today? It's your girl, Grace. Let's just jump right into it. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and also subscribe if you're seeing this video for the first time, y'all. So first of all, I went ahead to clean up the face from any dirt and other stuff. So the wipes I'm using is from MAC, and I love this wipe so much. After that, your girl went ahead and moisturized the lip because, girl, the lip don't need to be crusty, yo. So I hydrated the face, and I'm using the MAC Studio Fix Plus to setting spray or prime and prep and prime spray to moisturize the face. And I went ahead with my moisturizer, and the moisturizer I'm using here is the Embryolisse moisturizer. After that, your girl went in with the elf studio elf moisturizer, yeah, primer. What am I saying? Primer to prime the face. And I also went ahead and used the Dr. Brandt no pore primer for her T-zones. This helps to mattify the face and also to remove textures from the face. Yeah, if you haven't tried, please try it out. You're gonna like it. It also take away shine from the face. Yeah. So after that, your girl went in with her foundation. This is her skin tone. My client just gave birth, so her face is a little darker. So yeah, that's her body is a little darker, but that's her skin tone. But once I finish blending in, you're gonna see how everything turned out to be. So the foundation I'm using on her is Estee Lauder foundation in 5N. Yeah, I used it. I first of all applied it with my brush, and I went in with the beauty blender just to make sure that it gives me an airbrush finish. Now once we're doing that, I went ahead, I sprayed the face. I didn't show that so that it could this is the Photoshoot makeup, so it could last for her the whole day. And then I went in with her concealer. These are the places I placed my concealer, and the concealer I'm using is the Toofaced Born This Way concealer in chai and cookie mixed together. I don't want a bright under eye because my client is leaning towards the natural makeup. Yeah, that's why I mix them to give you that. So you're just gonna apply it underneath the eyes, the jaw, the chin, the forehead, and also the nose, the bridge of the nose. That's where you have to apply your concealer. Now for her contour, I went ahead, I used the black opal foundation for her for her contour in ebony. I just contoured around the chin. It just gave me more, it just brought back colors into the skin and to the face. And yeah, that's what we did. And to contour her nose, I went ahead, I mixed the foundation and the contour because I don't want a very harsh line on the contour. I just want it to be natural but still snatched, right? And like you can see where I'm starting from the brow area down to the bridge of the nose and to the point of the nose. Yeah, so that it could give me like that lift naturally. Now to blend it out, the forehead, of course, I went in with my beauty blender to blend out the forehead and to mix everything, but the contour and everything just make them look seamless and beautiful. Then for the under eye, because I want that full coverage underneath the eyes, I went in with my brush, and the brush I was using, I used was from the BH Cosmetics. That brush is fire. If you're blending underneath the eyes, start from the, where's it called, start from where the edges. Yeah, that's where I start. I make sure I start with the edges before I go underneath to blend whatever I want to blend. Make sure you start from the edges. That gives you a very natural, clean look. And another tip I have to tell you is, when you are going in with your contour, when you're trying to blend in your product, make sure you switch brushes. as I'm blending the concealer or the highlight, I make sure that I kind of also blend out the edges where I contoured with my contour brush or your foundation brush. That was better. So before then, after that, I also have to set the face, and just to make sure that your face is your client face is creaseless. Make sure that you are actually make it going back and forth with your concealer brush before you apply your setting spray, your setting powder. So the setting powder I'm using there is the Fenty setting powder in butter, and you can see how I'm tapping out the essence. I'm blowing out the essence because it's called set. This is I'm setting the face. I am not, um, I'm not baking right now. So I use my brush. My brush helps to give me the best feels or the best result. It just makes everything look so perfect, and also goes to the areas I know my beauty blender cannot go into. That's what my brush does for me. So after setting the concealer, I went in with the a powder that is her skin tone, and the powder I'm using there to set her face is the Toofaced Born This Way powder in butterscotch, setting compact powder. What is wrong with you, Grace? in in butterscotch to set the whole face. Make sure you set the whole face. I was having issues with it before. Before now, I don't do this. I just had to start incorporating it into my makeup routine. I used to leave my contour areas, and that makes it look so oily. I don't like that, so I had to do this, and I love it. It doesn't take away the contour. It doesn't take away the liquid blush you add there. It just helps to make it look better. Now to add more to add for bronzer, I went in with the Juviasplace bronzer palette in deep. Yes, not deep dark. I went in with deep, right? And for her nose, I went in with the Juviasplace, but this one is in tan, just to contour her nose. Now for our blush, of course, we're going to use our favorite, the Juviasplace blush palette, and to apply, on her face. You can see I'm taking it up to the forehead. I took it almost everywhere, even her nose, the point of her nose. I just took it there. I'm using the same powder I used for her setting to set her face. I'm using it to bake. My client says she wants to go more on the natural side, so we're not going super bright. We're going to go normal, like said, have a very bright but not super bright. So now that's how you use. I know people were trying to know what's different between setting and baking. This is baking. When you're baking, you use powder, and the reason I actually want to bake the face is one, since I'm doing the face before the eyes, I bake so that the fallouts from the palette doesn't spoil the whole makeup, and and then it also helps to just give me a very nice, beautiful finish once I'm done. Now let's go to the brows. To start off the brows, I'm using the NYX brow glue gel to clear up the brows. She has little or no brows in there, but the little we have, we're just going to go ahead and glue it up to have that natural brow effect going on, right? And the brow pencil I'm using is from the Juviasplace the brow, I think that's in ebony too. Yeah, and I'm just giving her, after shaping the brows, I just go in with a brow like a stroke, what I call a stroke like feel. What am I saying? I just feel in the brows, but not. I was light-handed doing this, and to clean up the brows, I went in with the same concealer I used for her under eye. That's the same concealer I used for her brows. This is not a brow tutorial, y'all. I'm going to make sure I have a brow tutorial, come up real soon, but this is not a brow tutorial, and I'm not gonna go deep into it. I wanted to skip this part, yo, but I had to just talk about it a little bit. And then for the eyes, I to prime and prep the eyes. I went in with the Juviasplace eye prime primer to prep the eyes before going into the foundation, the eyeshadow proper. So another trick I'm going to tell you all is this. I love using my bronzers on the eyes. It's just a trick I just discovered, and I am never going back. Now, the bronzer I use in contouring her nose is what I'm actually using right now to make sure that I get that beautiful everything going on. So after that, I use it as that's what I use for her transition shade. After that, I went in with my palette from the Juviasplace, the Warrior 2 palette, and I went in with that dark brown in there. I noticed it was too darker than what I wanted, but your girl know how to salvage the whole situation. I had to go with my Zulu palette, and just to make sure it gives me that beautiful color I'm going there. And then I went in with the orange a tidbit, and then I went in with the yellow. You're gonna see how everything come together. Can you see that blend? That blend, it just gave it. I asked her does she like it, and she said yes, she love it, because it's going towards the theme of her, of her makeup, of her dress and everything. She wanted that earthy flavor, earthy colors, and that's exactly what she needed. She wanted. I gave to her, yeah. So now we're going in with her eyeliner. So, and eyes was moving a whole lot, and it didn't give me the precise eyeliner I want, but at the same time it didn't ruin it, because lashes will be going on top of it. So I didn't feel any kind of bad for it getting that stain there. And the eyeliner I'm using is the Inglow gel liner. It's a smudge proof and a very nice eyeliner to go in with in this kind of situation, because if it was to be a liquid liner, it's have messed up the whole thing. And then so now I'm trying to blend the contour. I don't want it to have harsh lines. I want everything to be seamless and beautiful. So I went back with that foundation compact powder I used before. That is a skin tone, just to blend out everything. And now, what I'm doing now is I'm using my Dennis & Mary's setting, what's it called? Dewy cheek, just to make sure that the powder and the, giving me that glowy kind of feel. I love this palette so much, yo. I love it so much. So what I mean so much, I love it so much. It just, when you miss kind of, I don't know how I'm going to explain it, but it gave me a very beautiful and beautiful finish, and I loved it. I love the feel, I love the finish. So also using it as a blush, and when I have the two palettes, I have to use the blush too, just to finesse everything and make it look better. Now for her lashes, I stacked 2 lashes. Yes, I stacked 2 lashes on her, and the lashes I used was one of my best lashes, and I can't even say much about it. It's just the best, I tell you. Now for her eyeliner, I went in with the NYX eyeliner, waterproof eyeliner, just underneath her eyes, and I really loved the outcome. I smudged it out using the same product I used on her eyes. That's the same product I used. Every color I used for her are the same color I repeated underneath the eyes, and that is perfect. After that, I I used mascara. I just used mascara underneath and just to make sure that everything comes together. Now here, what am I doing? I sprayed my brush, my beauty blender, and then I just used with my setting spray. I use it underneath the eye. It just helps. Yo, please try this out. If you want a very nice finish, make sure you spray your whatever you're using, or your hand, your sponge or your brush with your setting spray or your finishing spray, and tap it underneath the eyes and all those places that have powdery fillings. You're gonna love the outcome. Now for the lip, I'm using my brow pencil, of course, to outline the lip, and then for the lipstick itself, I went in with the Juviasplace lipstick nude palette in Libra. And guys, look at that lip. Look at that chocolate lip. We want everything to just come together to give you that earthy kind of low earthy. You want that earthy color. You get what I mean? That earthy color. So we give it to her, and then I baptized my client's face with this spray. Again, I baptized it with this spray. I promise you. So now, that's why she's laughing at because she's like, Grace, you want to baptize me? Yeah, I baptize them with my setting spray. That is the MAC Studio Peace Plus. And guys, if you're having doubt with your makeup after spraying this, it's just going to make everything look perfect. Can you see how Anne is looking? Anne is looking so chocolate, so beautiful, so tantalizing. I went ahead, I did her hair, I put it in updo because she's having a photo shoot. She didn't know what to do with her hair, and your girl did her hair, and it was beautiful. Yeah, guys, just enjoy her, admiring the hair and all that stuff. We'll see you back in our next tutorial. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, girls, give us.
Is this a video or a picture?
This is a video.
It's a video. Okay.
This is a video. Oh my goodness.
My hair.
Yes.
Grace, style my hair.
Oh, so cute, man.
She slayed my makeup.
I know. Girl, you're looking stunning. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. Oh, you're looking stunning, girl. You look beautiful.
Thank you.